Welcome to another Barker commentary video. In this video, we'll be talking about the Intel 14th Gen desktop and the AMD potentially have breached a contract with an ODM. And on top of, well, AMD has finally come back with the HTPC market with, on top of a new professional HTPC market, Threadripper 7000 series. So, Intel finally launched the Intel 14th Gen desktop. The reviewers, I have never seen such a universal agreement, but like most reviewers are like, 14th generation is not really a generation. It's rather just a reskinning of the 13th generation and giving 100 megahertz and calling it new generation. However, do I think there's more than that? Yes. In my analysis, and is 14th gen is both, yes, they have a mature node, and if we are to, and I have heard that Intel have improved the power regulation of their CPU, so better efficiency if you were just at the same clock speed at 13th gen. So they are trying, Intel do know they are a power hog, and they are attempting to bring in some efficiency. However, do I think this was a success? No, 14th gen is another L. It became another generation that you really shouldn't be calling it a generation, but Intel seems to be like every year we have to launch a new generation. So 14th gen is the year 2023 and maybe on 2024. One generation, massive L. And now on to the AMD news. AMD allegedly, according to GPD maker, AMD has not supplied them with enough SoCs, aka CPU, and their APUs. The APUs, which are very used in the GPT devices. And as a result of AMD, if we are to believe the GPT statement, AMD has breached that contract according to them, and for me to cover my ass, it's gonna be, I think, allegedly they have done it. AMD, this is likely gonna need some backroom discussion with AM and GPT's like, hey, sorry, we, didn't give you allocation. What are compensation we can give as a result of, so that this doesn't go public, and two, we don't get on record fines and smack on legal lawyers going at each other's throat, as clearly both companies cannot really afford to have a lawsuit that just drags on and on and on. Like the AMD themselves, they know what. Look at what happened with the fucking bulldozer and Intel. That court case is still being dragged on. And how long is it? Very, very long time. So yeah, in my analysis on this, do I think it could potentially be happening? Yes, because if you haven't noticed, a lot of laptop out there it doesn't have AMD silicon at all. They are 90% percent of the laptop on the market, they have Intel, if it's those thin and light and those really like 24-hour battery life, they are all Intel, and there are like very certain OEMs that have like a lot of SKUs of AMD SKU, but when it compares to overall market segment, Intel dominates the CPU and the thin and light and on the GPU end, yes, Intel do have some discrete cards. Again, very hard to get hold of. Majority of the market is Nvidia dominated, and with maybe some gaming laptop you can count on, like, I don't know, one hand that has like AMD discrete graphics card. This is clearly showing AMD you cannot be a mass volume bulk sale laptop vending hardware on the laptop, on the consumer side at least. On the and data center stuff, AMD seems to be able to cope with the large, or they're able to manage it. But on the consumer end, AMD is not doing it for the laptop. They're barely even. They just I don't know, barely surviving in the market. And this alleged contract breach could shake the confidence of other system integrators or even other OEMs and ODMs. Like, oh right, AMD is not ready for our volume. Maybe yes, we have to stick with Intel and Nvidia for our retrospective CPU and graphics, as clearly AMD is not good enough for. Yes, our AMD version would be way better, but we wouldn't be able to have the volume to really be good on our shareholders. AMD, this is a fucking L, and you really need to fix to, well, basically ramp up your fucking laptop market, ramp up your laptop silicon production, or else you're not gonna even be relevant on the laptop industry. Now, on to talk something that AMD finally taken a W on, and that is they have finally come out in the HTPC market, full lineup, Pro and non-Pro CPU on the Threadripper ever since Threadripper 3000 series. And this 7000 series, we got 4 fucking revision of the AMD Core, Zen Core, 4 tweaks of it before they decided, yeah, we are finally going to launch a new platform, new CPU. However, did AMD need to wait this late for a full HTPC, not Pro and non-Pro lineup? No! AMD has shown in the Gamers Nexus video, they have a AMD 5000 series non-Pro Threadripper ready to go. Slap onto the existing TRX boards and be like, yep, all we need is AMD's approval and allocation of silicon onto AMD 5000 Threadripper. However, due to unforeseen circumstance at the higher end, be like, oh hey, AMD found out, hey, people are willing to pay more money for this Threadripper Pro. So all the 5000 Threadripper allocation all got basically shifted to the 5000 Pro series, and we all know what the heck happened with 5000 series Pro lineup. Yeah, a lot of people were bought them, But AMD also has pissed off the AMD Ryzen 3000 Threadripper buyers, standard buyers, as they were like fuming, be like, why are we being fucking left 2 fucking revision behind? And some of them isn't very happy. They burned bridges. AMDU have, with this 3000 series, have burned bridges that I don't think you are going to be recovering. Yes, you have converted some of your Threadripper people to Threadripper Pro, or even forced them onto fucking the Starter Center Epic variants. You have ultimately burned, pissed off your community, which you have now proven with your 5000 Threadripper. You don't give a rat about your community, and in my opinion, 7000 series, you gave no shit about it. The only reason you decided to give a shit about it is because, whoa, our competitor is actually competing. Quick, get competitive. Cut our fucking price. And on top of, oh shit, cutting prices isn't enough. Go launch stuff that is lower fucking prices and hopefully save face. AMD is, as I hope you can see, is no longer what they came in when with the AMD Ryzen Zen 1 1000 series and 2000 and 3000 series. AMD's like, we now have consolidated ourselves as a market share. We are good. We are now needing more margin. We aren't from the existing. They think they can't expand their market share anymore. Do I think that's the case? No. AMD is just went, okay, yeah. We give up expansion. We are gonna do everything to hold on and at the same time try and make more fucking margin. Hence, yeah, they fucking skipped the 5000 Threadrippers and just completely showing their true colors. AMD don't care about you as a consumer. All they care about is your wallet. If you're not giving them money, they give zero shit about you. Fanboying over them, trying to convince AMD, oh, they are better than the competitor. They are the Robin Hood. No, they're not. AMD is not the Robin Hood. They are still a fucking greedy fuck cunt company that is gonna take every opportunity to milk your wallet dry. The only reason they can't do it because they're not in such a position, and hence this 7000 series is kind of both Threadripper and the AM5 and is approved. AMD has realized, shit, we can't milk as hard as our competitors. Okay, time to capitulate. Anyway, guys, this is my analysis and impression on the new upcoming AMD 7000 series Threadripper and the launch of Intel's 14th gen and the allegation of AMD breaching contract of allocation for ODMs and OEM. If you like these videos, do the like and subscribe. If you haven't, if you want to grow this community, go share it with friends and other community that you think that needs to hear this video or know about this. And I'll see you guys in the next video.